In the sun-starved realm of Druskenwald, the Crooked Moon twists folk tales into nightmares. Hey adventurers, today on Eternity TTRPG, we're diving back into the Crooked Moon, a brand new folk horror campaign for D&D 5e that drenches your sessions in superstition, creepy rituals, and 6 terrifying new playable monsters. Today, I wanted to share with you some of the cool and exclusive playable monster races that you can expect to see in the campaign world, and even experience for your own character and role-playing. The first is the Curseborn. These are your typical werewolves. They are human-wolf hybrids with thick fur, claws, and a lupine posture. Their unarmed attacks allow you to curse your target, giving them disadvantage on rolls, and causing them to emit wisps of fog thematically. The second is the Graveborn. These are corpse-like humanoids with snouts and bone-devouring jaws. They're your classic ghoul-like undead. With their infused Draconite ability, they can ignore resistances when attacking and even deal necrotic damage. Third that I'm covering today is the Relicborn. These are skeleton-like beings with glowing, pattern-filled bones and rocking hairstyles. They're also undead, but they're more like Lich undead, kind of. More like rock and roll Lich or something. They get bonuses to performance skills, and they can take long rests by enjoying revelry, so partying. Next up is the Silkborn. These are your arachnid humanoids. Of all the races, this one's probably my least favorite, to be honest, though I know a lot of people who will love these. They can basically do spider stuff, like climb walls and create webs, which is nice. And then there's also a couple other playable monster races I've already covered in my previous video, which you should check out, like the Harvestborn, which is my personal favorite. They are scarecrow-like constructs with a jack-o'-lantern for a head. They also embody the agricultural cycles with healing and culling powers. And then there's also the Plagueborn, who are rack folk immune to poison, and they can spread disease magically. If you aren't familiar yet, the Crooked Moon campaign book includes a host of things that you may want to check out if you're into Halloween kind of themed adventurers. They have 15 horror-themed subclasses like Wicker Druids and Pestilent Haze Monks, 13 lineages for your character's role-playing background, new spells, a ton of monsters, boss fights, curses, and of course the fate weaving system, which I've covered in a whole separate recent video as well. I like Crooked Moon a lot because it brings a fresh, horror-focused twist to 5e. I always loved the Curse of Strahd campaign, and basically any time of year that I can experience Halloween, I'm in. Even if you haven't seen my previous videos on it, the Crooked Moon is over 630 pages long. It launched just a couple weeks ago digitally on D&D Beyond. Print copies will be coming this fall. As I've explored this topic more myself with all the hype around Crooked Moon and all of the release, information coming out, I've learned that it was actually adapted from the Edge of Midnight. Edge of Midnight is the actual play series by the Legend of Adventures that laid the foundation for the Crooked Moon. It's a dark, folk horror D&D campaign that aired on Twitch and YouTube starting back in 2021, set in the same eerie realm of Druskenwald. The team behind Adventures used this homebrewed saga as the prototype for the Crooked Moon. Their player characters and NPC allies are actually, they take on twisted villainous forms, are actually woven into the book's lore and boss encounters, which is super cool. By bridging the actual play world with their fully customized campaign, the Crooked Moon lets players experience that same haunting atmosphere, while also giving DMs the tools to craft new tales or replays the story arc live audiences have already loved. So if you're craving eerie tension, unforgettable characters, playable monster races, and creeping dead in your next campaign, the Crooked Moon delivers. It's available now on D&D Beyond, like I said, with physical books coming this fall. So that's it for today, guys. Hit like if folk horror is your jam, drop a comment with which monster race you'd like to play, and subscribe for more D&D scoop. Catch you next time.